Tonight, when the sun goes down, you're going to flip a switch. Light will flood your room and you won't think twice about it. But for 99.9% of human history, that switch didn't exist. When the sun set, the world went dark. This darkness wasn't just the absence of light, it was a completely different reality. Your nervous system evolved to live in that darkness. But in the last 200 years, we convinced ourselves that night should look like noon. And now your body is paying the price. So what did ancient humans actually do all night? The answer rewrites everything you believe about sleep. In 1992, historian Roger Ekirch discovered something remarkable. He found over 500 references in medieval diaries and letters to a sleep pattern called first sleep and second sleep. People would sleep a few hours after dinner, wake around midnight, stay awake for an hour or two, then return to bed for their second sleep until dawn. This wasn't insomnia. This was how human sleep actually worked. Ekirch's discovery seemed impossible. So in 2005, researcher Thomas Ware decided to test it. He put modern people in complete darkness for 14 hours every night, just like before electricity. No artificial light, just darkness. What happened? Within weeks, their sleep naturally split into two phases. Their bodies didn't choose this because they were confused. This is what your neurology is designed to do. During that hour between sleeps, your brain enters a unique state. You're not fully awake, you're not asleep either. Neuroscience shows that this hypnagogic state lights up your default mode network, the part of your brain that handles creativity, memory consolidation, and emotional processing. When you're focused on a task, this network shuts down. But during the watching hour, it was free to do what it evolved to do. This time was sacred in ancient cultures. Monks used it for prayer. Storytellers used it to pass down knowledge. Communities tended relationships. The night wasn't dead time, it was thinking time. Then electricity happened. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb to help us sleep better. He invented it to extend productive hours. Artificial light became progress. And slowly, the watching hour disappeared. By the 1900s, sleep experts were calling two-phase sleep abnormal, broken, wrong, and everyone adapted. We trained ourselves to sleep straight through. But your body didn't forget. Here's what's happening to you right now. You wake at 3 a.m. in panic. You reach for your phone. You lie there convinced something is wrong with you. But nothing is wrong. You're having the most human experience available to you, and you've been trained to hate it. Sleep researcher Matthew Walker has shown that when we wake and panic about insomnia, we release cortisol, the stress hormone. This prevents us from returning to sleep. But when Ware's subjects accepted their two-phase sleep and used that waking hour for reflection or gentle activity, they fell back asleep easily. Their anxiety disappeared. They felt more rested. Think about what ancient humans were doing during those hours. They weren't scrolling. They weren't checking work emails. They were sitting in silence, talking quietly with loved ones, tending a fire, watching stars, processing their lives. This is what your brain needs, not uninterrupted unconsciousness, but extended time to simply think, to be still, to process. And here's what changes everything. You can get it back. You don't need to eliminate all artificial light, but when you wake at 3 a.m., stop fighting it. Use that hour for journaling, reading, or reflection. Some people now are deliberately returning to two-phase sleep, and they report sharper thinking and a strange sense of peace. The darkness is coming again tonight, and for the first time in your life, you have a choice about what that darkness means. It doesn't have to be the enemy. It can be what it was always meant to be, a space where you remember how to think, a time where you remember who you are. So tonight, when the sun goes down, you have permission to do what ancient humans actually did all night. You have permission to rest, to think, to be still. And if you wake in the darkness, you're not broken. You're just finally remembering.